Hi, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And welcome to IND 3603 class, which is Industrial Design Model Making Technique. Welcome back to UPM. Okay, I'm Dr. Siti Mastura Marisa as the coordinator, and Dr. Saiful Hasli, co-coordinator for this class too, will help us in making and demonstrating how to make a good model. After completing this course, the student will able to explore the relevant technique and technology in model making. That is the first one. And the second one is able to build a complete model by using appropriate tools and materials. And the third one, able to full practice the workshop procedure. And the course synopsis is to cover the structure arrangement to build an object that emphasizes on technique usage and skill with application of model making technology. And for the prerequisite is IND 3602. So I believe all of you has passed IND 3602 and successfully registered for this class. So this class involving 4 hours practical activity every week. Yeah. The class will be held on Friday, starting on 8 until 12 o'clock. All right. For the attendance is compulsory to all the students. If the total attendance is less than 80%, the student will not be allowed to proceed in the following project, nor to be assessed in the final assessment. So it's treated as an exam. So if your attendance is less than 80%, you are not able to be assessed for your final project. And also, if you're sick or you got MC, the MC letter must come from Pusat Kesihatan Mahasiswa or UPM Student Medical Center, the hospital and government medical center. Okay, for this class, I would like you to prepare these in your tools. Yeah. So I believe all of you have a toolbox from last semester. So please use it back wisely and please fill it up with these kind of tools. For the first one is the measuring tools, which is you are really need your steel ruler and also the caliper. Okay, it is a compulsory tools you need in your toolbox. And the second one is the adhesive. Adhesive is something like 3-second glue, uhu glue, and hot glue gun. So you must have these three because it's really involved with the materials and the objects. So for the cutting tools, definitely you will need a cutter, and also the blade. So I would like to propose to you to have uh, much taper kind of blade because it's much sharper than the normal one. So try to get that, and if you're able to prepare 2 sizes of cutting blade is good enough. And also if you are able to buy a cutting mat, is also recommendable for you to buy, because sometimes students tend to cut on uneven surface, and it will result in uneven cutting effect. All right, so if you can buy that, it's good. So for the abrasive tools, something like sandpaper and the filer, I think this is also good to have in your toolbox. Okay, all right. So, for the general classification of modeling materials, you can read through for the materials and equipment that you need, the type of material, something like block, sheet, casting, adhesive, and coating surfacing. And meanwhile, for the equipment, you might need to learn about the finishing and hand tool machine. So, this is kind of a classification that you need to understand first before we go deep into what is model making all about. All right. Initially, you have to learn how to handle a basic material such as mounting board, corrugated board, compressed foam board, and gypsum board. Although it's something like a body kind of material, but it's really useful. Although you might need a different kind of effect, a different kind of angle, these parts can help you to achieve that with the correct technique. All right. This is the model foam, what we call the EVA foam, which is a really good material for costumes, and also it is flexible, and also is able to be glued and sand to make a proper outfit or model that really need a special effect of wearable products or wearable models. Yeah. Okay, this is blue foam. Blue foam is normally known as high density polystyrene. All right, it's really easy to be handled. It can be carved, it can be sand, it can be finished like a finished model. However, and it's normally used as the base of the model. Yeah, and it also can be combined with wood and other kind of material. Alright, this is wood. Basically, we used a medium density type, and it's come in a form of, in kind of a jelutong, pine, meranti, nyato, MDF, and plywood. So this is really also helpful in making models. And this material, I believe some of you have experience while in school, to make a model using this material, what we call it polypathy and hardener. So in this class, you will learn how to use this material with the correct way of doing it on models. Yeah. Okay, what I call of this material is silicone and poly-based resin, which is really good in making copies of your models. It might you need to have master model and the mold itself, so you can make copy something like this. All right, something like components, something like parts. So these material of silicone and poly-based resin are really useful in making molds. Meanwhile, plaster of Paris is normally be found in repairing walls and sometimes floor. But in this subject, we also use it as a mold, model, and prototype. And you will learn how to make a good mixture with the correct ratio of water and POP. Meanwhile, from a sheet of acrylic, we will use a vacuum forming technique to make something like skin or something like hollow parts. So you will also learn how to make this kind of uh, vacuum forming model. And also, you will learn how to handle the industrial clay, which is normally used by our national car companies such as Protons, Prodoas, NASA's. So they normally use this kind of material in making models, car models, product models. So this is the our chance, right? Your chance to explore the properties of this material. And also, we will have a technique of 3D printing, or what we call it rapid prototyping. We have three machines at a CAD CAM lab. All right, so we have this kind of technology in house in industrial design department, so you can use from there. But make sure you have to understand what are the material need in making 3D printing product. So you must understand what is PLA, ABS, and etc. So how this rapid prototype able to help you to produce good quality of model. And remember, in this class, 6 pillars of 6S must be practiced. The first one, sort. Get rid of anything that you're not use. Eliminate the latter. Separate what you need in work area. Please, that's why I always mention no personal object on your working table. The second one, set in order, organize. Organize what remains. Shine means clean and soft. You have to sweep the floor before you leave the class. And the fourth is safety. Please make sure equip yourself with the safety equipment. The fifth one, make consistent, which is standardize the cleaning, inspection, and safety practices. So it's not falls under the shoulder of the leader, but also everybody in this class. And the last one is to sustain, which is to make these all six as a way of life, even not in this class. It's also in your room, house, and your life. And for that, I wish you good luck and thank you for being in this class in coming week.